Another thing that is really important on the octagon is something we call trigger point, Hanshi calls trigger point, or preparatory manipulation. Right? When you are, if you understand that person in a, your stance moves, stance is only a temporary resting place. Okay? If I choose from here to attack somebody in front of me, I'm in a stable position. Okay? From the stable position, I have to overcome gravity. I have to break my balance, become imbalanced in order to move and to hit. Okay? Very important thing for learning how to do this with ease is trigger point manipulation. Okay? And that usually comes from the lower base. Okay? So we're going to use the octagon here. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate my lower base that will take and allow my body to lose balance and fall towards an angle of the octagon. Okay. This is a lot of the more higher level stuff that Hashi does. And he manipulates his feet and he directs an opponent with his feet. The important thing about the manipulation with the feet is below the visual plane of your opponent, so he doesn't necessarily detect it. So this is strictly a drill or exercise to learning to break your balance to move to specific angles. So if I want to move to angle 1, what I'm going to do is really distort this foot in. So I want Wes to take the camera down there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate this heel in and I'm going to bend my knee. And as I compress that, it's going to make my body move forward. Right? How can this be used? If I have an opponent here and I want to move to that angle quickly, which we'll show with the opponent, I would manipulate this below his line of sight and I would press and move into that angle. If I want to move back to angle 2, I would take this foot and manipulate it in, bend the knee, and push back. Angle 3, from here, I would adjust and push. Angle 4, take the left foot, adjust it in. It's a body distortion, basically, that when I do this, and bend the knee and tense the muscles, it will push me to that angle. Angle 5, I manipulate that heel in slightly, not as much as for angle 1, but slightly, bend the knee, push, and you'll find that it off balances you in that direction. You know, it looks kind of funny, but it's a drill to help you overcome that initial set point. If I want to go back to 6 and take the opposite foot, I adjust it in, I bend the knee, and as I tense the leg, it pushes me back. Angle 7, I'm going to push this in, bring the left heel in slightly, bend the knee, and as I do that, it draws to that angle. Angle 8, opposite, push back. Okay? So if I'm using this against an opponent, and we're here, and I want to move in to this angle, what I do initially is I adjust this. So now as he goes to move, puts there fast. If I don't do that, I have to move on his motion, and I have to move in. So I take this, I manipulate this in, he takes a punch, okay? If I want to move to angle 4, or angle 3, sorry, I want to move to the outside and I want to engage with him. I'm going to adjust this in. Now when I do this, we'll be covering this in later chapters on entries, from beginner level leaning factor to preparatory manipulation to releasing the skeletal structure. 3 major ways to prepare to act in a preparatory manner to receive the attacker's attack. So if I want to move to angle 4, I'm going to take and push this in. I may use tunnel vision when I do this. When we use the leaning factor, we have to use peripheral vision in order to react on or to act on time. So I move this in, I look directly at him, he throws a punch, propels me out of the way. So again, look at the angles, look at the body manipulation that you need to do on your lower base to propel you, to make you lose your balance to that point. Too many people will think that stability is more important than mobility. It's not. There are 2 sides of the same coin. Stability is great when you lock down to hit, but that is only a temporary resting point. You have to pick up and move on. So once again, as I go through this, the right heel in, distort the leg, bend it, and you'll find that it makes you fall to that angle. Angle 2, I manipulate this in, push, brings you back. Angle 3, I'm going to adjust in, bend the knee, and push. Angle 4, adjust the left foot in, bend the knee, and push. Angle 5, take the right heel, adjust it in, not as much for angle 1, but just slightly, so it makes me fall to angle number 5. Angle 6, I'm going to bring the left foot in, have it push me back. Angle 7, adjust the left heel in, and push. Angle 8, adjust the right toes inward. Okay? And this will give you a start point. This is something you have to do slow, experiment with, and it's a very applicable tool.